And here we come. I'm all blurry. Zerp, zerp. Ha ha. Okay, kicking back into Minecraft beta on Windows 10. On that Skytrade world we started yesterday. Don't know what Minecraft does when it loads up, but it always makes my music freak out. Is there a reason you changed the game? Yeah, because we finished the South Park DLC. We took our time, we carved out 4 hours worth of gameplay from it. And enjoyed every moment of it, really. It was really quite good. Even the part where it made us play that stupid Flappy Bird parody. Because I wasn't expecting it, so it was still funny. Right, so where we left off on this, we built out the portal to the Nether. We poked our heads into the Nether, and we found the Nether to be the Nether, which is dangerous. So I think mission 1 today is going to be getting ourselves some iron armor, so we can go to the Nether and feel slightly safer. Is update aquatic on beta in Windows 10? Well, here's the thing. You need to have the beta of Windows 10. So you need to be in the you need to opt into the beta. You also need to, when you create a new world, there's a little checkbox that says enable experimental features, and it's the experimental features which are the aquatic features they've included inside the beta. So there's 2 doors to get to the aquatic beta stuff, really, or what in Java would be called a snapshot. We tested it out like last weekend or the weekend before. We did some testing in that. It's not nearly as complete as the Java edition when it comes to aqua features yet, but they're coming. They're going to be on par. They're going to be the same. But as far as the snapshot versus experimental features go, there are fewer features in the experimental one than there are in the Java snapshots at the moment. So, where's my axe? Let's make a fresh axe. Let's turn that music a bit. That music is a bit aggressive. So we need a new axe. We're going to get more trees. We're going to get more cobble. We're going to use the cobble to trade for iron to make armor, etc., etc., etc. So we're prepared to take on the Nether. That's the immediate plan. Probably could do with a spare as well. Take those apples back. And just for the sake of food and leather and stuff, we should probably do another breeding session. Zoop. Excuse me. Get to the Nether. Sure did. I'm not this far in the VOD. Ah. How far are you? Did we make the tree farm yet in the VOD where you're watching? Opted out of the beta once Better Together launched. Ah, right. Well, if you're curious, there are some, like I said, there are some life aquatic, whatever they're bloody calling it, update aquatic, isn't it? There are some of those new features in the experimental section of the beta. Excuse me. Kind of annoys me that the old jump and cut doesn't work anymore. Or it doesn't work in Bedrock, at least, for some reason. You could perfectly adequately chop down trees by doing that in Java. Around 2 hours left, an hour and a half maybe. Ah. So yeah, so you're a little way off. It's alright, it's only Minecraft, it's not like you'll be spoiled. That scrolling inventory UI looks new. What do you mean? There's nothing new about the... Oh, you mean this? This shit here? It's newish. I wouldn't call it new, but newish would be fair. Came in with like recipe books and stuff, which is like, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe more. I don't know when it made it to the Bedrock edition, but it's not super shiny brand new. OMG, huge spoiler, broke a block and replaced it by another. Ah! Ruined. Your enjoyment of watching the VOD is now ruined. You know, we moved the tree farm. No. The entire UA scrolls up and down the screen when you... Oh, right, yeah, the transition. Yeah, that's new. That's I think it's only like weeks old. And I don't know if it's easy to demonstrate this world, but the draw distance also changes when you pull up your inventory. But yeah, there's not enough to look at in this world because it's a SkyBlock world, but yeah. When you open a chest to pull up your inventory, it actually reduces the draw distance. For the sake of performance, I guess, on servers maybe, I don't know. Oh. Well, that's a bit shit. My, the padding is peeling off my mouse. If I can please get some focus. See that? That's the padding is sliding off my mouse. See if I can reposition it. Man, I'm gonna have to talk to Razer, see about getting another one of these. It's my favourite mouse. Razer Mamba, if anyone's curious, the wireless edition. But yeah, I guess the adhesive has just given up on it. Thank you, Paul. Many numbers, Icy Noob. For the bits. I was mouse distracted. It's actually the first time I've ever had a Razer mouse or anything like that start to fall apart on me before I was ready to replace it. I mean, I've had them look like they have wear and tear on the plastics and stuff like that. Of course I do, because they're in your hands all day, every day. But that's the first time I've ever actually had a piece start to fall off one. That's why I like the Razer mice. They've been rock solid for me. Thank you, Paul. Many numbers. That happened to 2 of my numbers. Yeah. It might just be the adhesive they use on these things. Although, this has been serving me well since it came out. Like, this is the review unit I was sent when they were launched, like, I don't know, 2 years ago? Year and a half ago? And I use it, you know, all day, every day. So, you know, if the worst thing that happens to a mouse is the a little bit of the rubber padding slides off its adhesive, it's not exactly a deal breaker. I can glue that back on there. But, you know, it's an excuse to get a new mouse, is what it is. It's like, oh, hey, this one's clearly broken. I need whatever is new and fanciest. How many RGBs does the new model have? It's a really nice mouse though. Actually should still have a Death Adder around here somewhere as well. That's been pretty good nick. I replaced it with the Mamba because the Mamba can go wireless. Not that I actually use it wireless much these days, but it's still super handy to be able to go wireless. Thank you, IC Noob. What's with all the bits? You guys having a little bit off? Bit war! I do like the bit leaderboard thing built into the chat room these days. I think that's cute. Certainly made me spend more bits. So I like being the bit lord. I like being number one. Because then I get to scream in chat, I am bit lord. Oh, hello. How did you even manage to spawn in here? There's like one bit of dirt. There's one tiny chunk of dirt for you to spawn on and you managed to make it happen. Well done. You get to live for now. Where's the... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where's the bloody moon? I can't tell what time of night it is. Horse we fit in on. The horses don't actually drop meat, unfortunately. Be nice if they did. What? Oh, I was going to say, where'd he go? But he camouflaged himself. Yeah, but I think I bit off a little more like I can chew. Yeah. Well, you know, what are you? You're number 3 right now, so. Hooray. I think it was last weekend. I was in Ali's stream, and there was a user who really wanted the number 1 bit spot. So every time he would cheer at like another 5 or another 10, I would cheer another 6 or another 11 to constantly outbid him by 1 bit. It was driving him batty, and it was very funny for me. I think he was a little frustrated. You in here right now, Ace? Is Ace hanging around? I think it was Ace, wasn't it? Ace the Immortal? Or... wait, who was it? Jones Buns, what's up? Get out of my face, horse. Guys, in my head! Back off. Trying to read my mind. Getting a good surplus of saplings happening. Like it. Speaking of, we should harvest this on our way back through. We should be all grown. We certainly are. God damn it. I put those stairs there so I wouldn't jump up. How did I manage to do that? Now I have to go get the goddamn hoe again. Actually, you know what? I should really leave the hoe in the gardening boxes here. It'll save me a little bit of a back and forth when that shit happens. Where is it? There it is. What version of Minecraft do I play the most? For the past year or so, it's been almost exclusively the Nintendo Switch version of Minecraft. Plant, please? Hello? Thank you. Why won't you plant when I hold down the button? I don't know if it's a bug or just something Bedrock does. It's fucking annoying. Sometimes it plants when I hold down the button, sometimes it decides not to. Nope. Nope. What the f... Whatever. I'll click individually then, shall I? Do it the pleb way. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-a-doop. With my carrots and my celery. No, don't eat the carrot, plant the carrot. Maybe that's why it was not holding right click and planting thing. I was trying to eat the weed or something. Stream source says you're playing FBW. No, it doesn't. Try refreshing your page, champ. I updated it on break. Reloading it myself to double check. Nope, says Minecraft. Be better at noticing things. Carnage. I always save it twice when I change the title or game we're playing, just to make sure it takes. Okay. Coming close to being 100% planted on the carrot farm at least. I really need to fix that audio glitch. It sounds like there's 700 villagers all going at the same time. I don't think that's quite enough for a full set, is it? I always forget. I should know it off the top of my head. I've done it so many times, but I always forget exactly how many ingots we need for a complete set of armor. I always want to say 27 or 42, but I don't think it's either of those numbers. Meow! Oh shit! Creeper on the cow farm. Okay, so we need to put a torch down in the middle of the cow farm somewhere. I don't have any string to make a bow or anything, so I can't really take care of him. Can I? Oh, maybe I can get him through the fence. Oh, you son of a bitch! I was way away from you! I was nowhere fucking near him! And he blew up immediately! Son of a bitch! God damn it! Oh, you are a cunt, creeper. God, that pisses me off. Oh. 19 should do it. Again with this. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, son of a bitch! It nuked out all but one cow. I have to go through the whole thing again to get a cow egg. How did it manage to take out, like, a third of that, but take out every cow but one? How is that even a fucking math? How is that a math? I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just angry. Also, I didn't leave the hoe behind like I said I would. And I only got like one leather. Son of a bastard. Wait, am I out of torches? I am completely out of torches. How am I? No, I'm not. It's sitting right there. Blind idiot. Creepers. People didn't get or appreciate my humor in my calling yesterday's clip Donkey Assassin. I don't get it either. Is that a reference or? I will say that I think Paul clipped the same moment, but Paul left in more context than you did, is he? Paul left in the bit where I did try to save the donkey. You clipped that out, trying to make me look like a bad guy. I think I don't know what you're up to. I'll see you. Oh, I can't believe that creeper blew up. I hit him once and then I ran backwards. I was way away from him and he still blew up. It's not fair and everything's angry. And donkey's also called ass. No. Donkeys and ass are two different things. They're similar, but they're different. No, 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 no. I guess I had enough. Still didn't count. How many was that? How many did I start with? How many did I end up with? I don't know. Who's president? What year is it? Hey. Armored up. Didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. Right. What do we need for another cow egg again? Donkey's good. No, an ass, I think, is a donkey bred with a horse, or yeah, I think the an ass is the half breed, whereas a donkey is an independent subspecies of the equine. It might be the other way around, but yeah, they are different. So it was 16 iron for a cow. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard to get back. Should you have kept the iron for the cow? Well, I mean, we can generate iron. We got plenty of wood happening. Wood for cobble. Cobble for iron. It's simple enough to get the cow back. Just wanted to get the mission done. For that matter, we can make bread to get iron as well, which we probably should do at this point. Let's make a buttload of bread and trade that all in for cobble. Wow. Not extremely efficient, is it? But still, easily renewable. Everything helps. Oh, that was fun. 2 seconds with the beta. My laptop doesn't like the stream running alongside Minecraft WIN10. Huh, interesting. I know it stresses the system when it starts up for some reason. Like, even on my system, even on the Threadripper, it makes the music go chuggy when I'm trying to load it up. No, there it is. Oh, well, that's not bad, actually, is it? 16 per bread. That's not bad at all. Yeah, once we moved the wheat farm across to its new permanent home, we cleared out what was there and filled it back in a little bit so it wasn't jumping up and down to the hole every 5 seconds. Speaking of which, we should fix this up too. Oops. Stop it. I can't click there, we have to do it manually. Boosh! Nearly a stack of iron right there. That'll keep us happy for a while. Zip-a-doop. Alright, while that cooks up, let's go cut down some more trees and make some more planks. We'll fix up that path. Seem to be enjoying on this today. Yeah, I mean, in the last... I mean, you're about to get to the bit of the VOD where I start sort of really sinking into it. But yeah, the heavy grind of the first couple of hours is a little bit of a turn off because it just feels really, really grindy for not a lot of P word. But once you start sort of getting in a rhythm and you get a few sort of farms set up the way you would need them to be and things like that, you start falling into a decent rhythm of things, and you know you have your plan. And yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit longer to sink in than like starting a new vanilla world. But once you get going, I'm actually finding it relatively interesting. I mean, I won't be switching over to this game type permanently or anything like that, but it's a pretty fun. Whoops, a daisy. Pretty fun. Option to have. Wish that horse would stop staring at me. It's freaking me out, man. So yeah, I mean, it is mechanically it's all vanilla Minecraft. The only difference is the order in which you have to do things there's a little bit more rigid setup you have to do because you need to trade for essential materials instead of just hunting for them in the wild. Like what I'm doing now to try and get iron, or what I was doing to get iron. You have to grow the trees to trade for cobble, to trade for iron ore, to then cook up and do the thing. Instead of just sort of going, hey, let's go find a cave and fight some skellies and hopefully find some coal. It's a similar gameplay loop, but different enough to give it a nice twist on things. Because every resource you have to earn, basically. You know, just find. And I guess depending on how long you've been playing Vanilla Survival, it might be the refreshing change you need to help keep you interested. Because if you play Vanilla Survival enough, and your playstyle is always consistent, or you don't experiment with build styles or things like that, it can run the risk of feeling stale. That's one of the reasons why every survival world I have, one of the things I do is I start in a different biome. I start with a different build plan as far as style goes, or architectural choices, you know, shit like that. That's why we have the little aquatic world on the Switch. And just realised it's very, very dark over here. We need to throw some torches around. You know, my very first Minecraft world was inside a mountain in an extreme hills zone. Then the second world we had was based around a village. We basically rebuilt a village around us. And the third... Oh, was that? I'm getting confused which was which now. What was it? There was... Which order did I do? Well, anyway, you get the point. Always try and give it a little twist somewhere along the path. Just to help keep things interesting, or give yourself some limits. Limits or rules are important for creativity. Oh, jeez. Another big one. Is there anything I don't like about oaks, the big ones? Fantastic if you really, really need lots of wood. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with. Hello there, Weenie Hut. It's Weenie in the Hut! Family Guy reference. Kind of. Except that's Weenie in the butt. Damn it. Sapling. Thank you. Are you actually despawning, or did I miss a bit? Difficult to tell. I really wish they'd turn up the despawn rate on leaves. It's so annoying just to have this shit hanging around forever. Would you ever either 2-year-old worlds or make downloads available? Well, my first world disappeared in a hard drive crash, so sadly I never did recover anything worthwhile from that. My second and third world I still have the files for. In fact, I've already transferred them to this machine. So that's possible. And then of course the Switch world is my fourth world, which is currently active. Hello, Lady Jules. How you doing? I guess that big one is despawning, otherwise that apple wouldn't have been there. Nope. Maybe these big ones despawn in sections, actually. Yeah, it just doesn't work at all, does it? Pisses me off. Jump and chop. Give me my jump and chop back. Selfish game. Yeah, the tree capitator mod, or some variation of it for vanilla, would be just beautiful. We talked about this before, and I've actually suggested it via Twitter to the Minecraft peeps. Or actually, one of my viewers did, and I retweeted that. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix up that bit that's sliding off my mouse again. It's starting to get really quite annoying. The solution I came up with was to make a new enchantment for the axe, called the Lumberjack enchantment, probably. And what it does is basically work like Vein Miner, but for trees, for logs only. So that way you could survive, you could keep vanilla as vanilla, but you give people an option who are chopping down a shitload of trees just to get a little bit of quality of life improvement in how quickly they can do it. It's not like they don't have wild and crazy enchantments for other stuff. I mean, Christ, they've got a new weapon that throws lightning bolts, for crying out loud. How bad would it be to just give people a way to chop down trees a little bit faster? Really love it if you would do one or the other. One or the other what? What are we talking about? Oops. Okay, that mouse thing's starting to get really fucking annoying. There's adhesive from the underside. It's making its way over to the overside now. It's just making my fingers all goopy, and so I can just peel it off and get rid of it for now. Is that plastic smooth enough? Where's my isopropyl alcohol? Let me fix this. Let me get rid of that adhesive residue. There we go. That'll about do it. And where's my little napkin? There we go. Got the little rubber piece right off the side now. Just plastic, which is not as comfortable, but at least it's not making my fingers feel gooey. Gooey fingers are not good fingers. Now, the Minecraft guys did not reply at all. But what I might do is actually put it on their community suggestion or feedback website, because they have a forum specifically for suggestions and feedback, and basically they'll usually say if it's not there, then it's not real to them, so I should put it there. Unless someone already has and claimed credit for my idea, so... Which I wouldn't put it past some people. That was my idea! That wasn't. I had it live on stream. I got proof somewhere. Don't know if I recorded that session or not, but I got people who back me up. My mouse feels really weird now. I think I've ruined it. The grip is not feeling correct. Hey! Look at that. We are now in carrot surplus. That took a little while, but here we are. And iron is done. Ding! 2 will make the world standard nodes available. Oh, that was the one or the other you were talking about. Okay. Okay. I'm with you now. Yeah, I'll probably never put them up for download. But maybe we should do a tour day on stream sometime. And we'll tour all of the previous worlds. Wrong guy. Always click on the wrong guy first. Hey Douglas, how you doing? Call it the Woodsman Axe? Well, Lumberjack enchantment is what I said I was going to call it, if it was up to me. Which is a much more elegant way of saying woodsman. Over here, guys. Time to refresh your population. Okay. So, we're in carrot surplus, we're in wheat surplus, we have nearly a stack of iron. Let's trade some of this in for cobble. We'll keep some for crafting. Finally got affiliate on. Hey, nice. Yeah, Palmero was in here yesterday saying the same thing. Finally got affiliate. So I guess they're doing a big batch of them at the moment. Congratulations. Can we get some hype in chat for Dukas getting affiliate level on Twitch Plus? Nope, you're not the one. Why do I always click on the wrong guy first? Single player mode. This is single player. But I believe you can play this multiplayer if you like. It's on Windows 10 edition, so you should be able to. Do I have an option for invites? I don't know where my... Oh, here we go. I could do it here. That's terrible. Well, where is it? Where is it? Where's the invite thing? It should be here somewhere. Derp, derp, derp. So yeah, I guess I could. Ain't gonna, but I could. So, what is it? It's 16 iron for gold, 8 gold for a diamond. Let's see if we can get a diamond sword. That's my next goal. So for that, what's the math on that? 8 times 16 is what? Actually, do I have a calculator? I can't remember whether I installed a calculator. No, I didn't put a calculator app on my... I should put a calculator app on my Apple Watch, shouldn't I? That might come in handy. Alright, math idiot. What did I say? 16 by 8. 16 by 8 is 128, but we need 2 for a sword. So we need 256 iron. Which is 4 stacks. Jesus. Maybe we don't get a diamond sword just yet. That's a lot of iron. But we can make a start. Zip. Right, so have you realized that you can breed animals way more quickly in Bedrock than Java? I haven't noticed any specific increase in speed, no. Yeah, so melons is where we need to be. 1 melon. It's 32 cobblestone. So let's see about a melon farm next. Melon seeds, 32 carrots. Hey. Oh wait. That's interesting. They have. I've just realised they put the sugarcane before the sand. It's funny how often you have to remind people that sugarcane will actually grow on dirt just fine. You don't need sand for it. Some people still don't believe it. Chickens going good. Alright, let's get some materials for building a melon farm. Some of those. Alright, so let's count this out and make it even, Stevens. 1, 2, 2. Good. There's evens after all. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So right about there. Bump it up. Zerp. Do you mind if I promote the poll for my first affiliate stream? I need help deciding what game to play. No links in chat, so sorry, can't really do that. It's a blanket rule. No links in chat for anybody. That way I don't have to continually answer that question. But you let so-and-so do it, but you let so-and-so do it, but you let so-and-so do it. Why can't I do it? If nobody gets the privilege, it makes that decision easy. Nothing personal. Let me think about how I want to set this up. Suppose if we put water in this, yeah, we don't need that. Zip, zip, zip. I'm gonna need more dirt. That's what I'm gonna need next. Sure am. But before we go somewhere and get dirt, let's go ahead and not be dumb. Throw some torches down. Eee. Okay, we need trade those in for cobble for dirt. Stacking a bit should do. What am I trying to make? I'm currently laying out a melon farm. Because melons are good value when it comes to trading in this SkyBlock-like thingamabobdoodler thing, SkyTrade. Jesus, horse, you scared me. I thought you were a hostile mob. I saw movement out of the corner of my eyes and I started to panic it was a skelly. There's one hit with a skelly bow when I'm doing this. And it's good night, sweetheart. Zoop, zoop. Okay, next step, let's get some guardrails up. Safety first, or safety third, as Micro might say. Man, I missed that show. Dirty Jobs with Micro. What a fantastic little piece of entertainment, TV, documentary, reality show kind of thing. Oh fuck! No! 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 My shiny new armor, all my apples, about stack of dirt. Stupid shift button. Wish this game had let me assign the squat to my fucking mouse button like fucking every other version of the game. Shit. All the wood I was carrying as well. So I don't even have any sticks to... Oh no, there we go. God damn it. That wasn't even the thing that angers me. So what happened there, for those who didn't notice, is I shift-clicked on the armor and made all the armor possible, used up all the iron I had. Almost all the iron I had. I can smelt it back down, but I only get like 1 ingot for each chest plate, so it's incredibly bad value to do, but I'm going to do it anyway because there's no way I need this many chest plates anyway.
Oh boy, oh boy! Oh, hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy! Thumbs up and dub dub!
Mproc3 or Mproc? MP Rock? I don't know how you say your username, but thank you for the sub. Nice choice of time to sub. Such an epic friggin' failure. Is that what pushed you over the edge? Am I walking off camera? The regulars are already doing it, but please join me in splashing down the love for the new sub right there. Prime sub from MP Rock. Do appreciate it. Has cheered me up slightly. Yeah, see, you only get 1 nugget per chest plate. You can't even stack them there either. It was a pity sub. I might keep a couple of them, I guess. All my food went with it though. That's an issue. What else did I lose just then? Don't know, but I had a bunch of stuff in inventory. Well, I guess for now we go back to chopping down some trees to restock our materials. See, the thing is, the reason that happened mainly is I was talking about the death we just had. So I was talking about how it wasn't my fault. I was holding down the shift key to squat, but it just slightly released because this keyboard has got cherry reds on it, so there's no tactile click. So I released just enough pressure for the key to release, and I fell. And as I was talking about the shift key, my brain was like, hey, shift key, I'll press the shift key for you. Sure, here's the shift key. And then 70,000 iron chest plates. Fuck you, horse. I'm in no mood. Give me your leather. Ah, well. That's the name of the game. I mean, we discuss this sometimes, but I usually have keep inventory turned on for my Minecraft worlds that I stream, because recreating a bunch of stuff if you accidentally die in a dumb way is not generally interesting or entertaining as far as the stream goes. But for this world, because it is sort of a hardcore survival thing, it feels a bit too cheaty just to be able to jump off the edge and keep all your shit. Part of the challenge of a SkyBlock type world is not accidentally jumping off the fucking edge of the world like a complete gimbal. Yeah, we'll give that a few more minutes until everything grows. Makes it easy to harvest. Same with that. Zip. Last one is shift key Kings of Devil. It is. So the issue is the Windows 10 version of Minecraft doesn't let me assign the crouch button to where I normally have it, which is on the side button there underneath my thumb on the mouse. So I can just squeeze my mouse in and squat. That's instinct for me at this point because I've done it for years and years and years and years. Also, I've just realized, why has nobody pointed out that Minecraft isn't actually filling up the screen properly? When did that happen? Has that been like that the entire time? There we go. How does nobody notice that the aspect ratio of the game was off inside the window? What was I saying? Yeah, on yeah, I normally assign it to the mouse button, thumb button, which makes it super easy just to grip when you're doing that sort of stuff. And for the last year, I've been playing on Nintendo Switch, and when you play it with a controller like that, it latches. You press your button for the crouch, and it toggles. You don't have to keep it pressed down. You stay crouched, and then you press the button or press in the stick again, and you uncrouch. With this, you have to hold down the key the entire time. It doesn't latch. It doesn't toggle, which is infuriating. Oops. Will you fucking drop it in there, please? So I have to readjust the size of my chat room window now, since it's overlapping. Oh yes, slabs. I lost slabs, didn't I? I'll have to craft some more of those. We're making safety rails. That was the whole thing. So we'll turn like 2 stacks into slabs. Okay. There's 2 in your chest. 2 what in my chest? Context, guys. At all times, context. I'm not reading the chat constantly, so if you say there's 2 in your chest, 2 what? Hey, Palmero. I was talking about you about half an hour ago. Because, nothing bad. We're just talking about affiliates. There's another user in chat right now who just got approved for affiliate like you did yesterday and whatnot. So we're conjecturing that Twitch must be doing a whole batch of them at once. Stacks of slabs. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll go through slabs. I'll go through plenty of slabs. I'm never going to be in a position where I'm like, oh, I've got too many slabs, because I use them for safety rails like in every section of the world we're building. So yeah, it's okay. I think I need to make some more stairs though. Pinky is slammed down on the shift key now. I'm so annoyed. And have 2 derps in a row like that is just insulting. fall off the world, and then turn all of your iron into chest plates. I bet you there's like 18 different clips of that, isn't there? There'd be at least 3. I know 3 of you would have clipped that dirt moment. Both of them. Easy would. Paul probably did. Zoop. Oh. Oh right. Oh my torches went as well, didn't they? I lost all my torches. I had like 40 torches that I just lost. Damn. For some reason I can't clip on my Mac. Really? What browser are you using? Oh no, wait, you're using the app, aren't you? Maybe it's an app thing. Shouldn't be. You'd think they'd get that right in the app, wouldn't you? Wait, did I seriously not bring that leather with me? I meant to. I thought I clicked on it. I think a cow is skepped. Can't see how, they're in a fence. But then again, we saw a baby cow jump 2 blocks high yesterday, so who the bloody hell knows anymore? Nope, we have the correct number of cows. You know what? I'm going to keep the meat for emergency foods and stuff. Is this sort of a sky fortress you plan on making? Not really a fortress. This is a SkyBlock style world. Not sure how familiar you are with Minecraft, but you start on a single tiny island with 1 tree. And then the way this one works is there's a bunch of villages around on islands we have to build bridges to. So you have to make your way to the villages. And then one of the first trades is you trade wood for cobblestone. And then cobblestone for other materials, and on and on and on it goes. So it's a little bit different than regular survival Minecraft. But same sort of general vanilla mechanics. I've tried it on Google Chrome, but not through the app of Firefox. Works for me, Google Chrome. Don't think I've ever tried it on the Mac though. Maybe I should. I use Google Chrome on the desktop machine here, of course, and that's where I normally am watching. That's where I am normally watching other Twitch streams because I've got bigger screens on this thing, of course. There we are. We are going to need much more coal and stuff. So I think the next batch of wood we do, we just double burn it to make some fuel. I never tried this before. Sounds like a fun challenge. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting twist on the regular Minecraft sort of sequence of events. I think there's any skellies over there we need to be worried about, but how are you even spawning? There's lights everywhere, you bastards. Oh, there's torches everywhere. How are you spawning? There is nowhere that there's a legit spawn area for them here. How? How? God, that's infuriating when that shit happens. I don't know whether it's the game being buggy or there's some secret fucking spawn mechanic I don't know about that I've never come across in the years and years and years I've been playing Minecraft. It's just sometimes mobs are where you're not supposed to be. Because fuck you, I guess. Apple. Could be worse though. Could have been another creeper or a skelly or something. At least the zombies are easy to deal with. Thank you, Icy Noob. Sorry, I choked on my nothing there. Hey Ace, how you doing? Speaking of cheering, we were talking about you a little bit earlier too. Remember last weekend where you kept trying to be cheer lord and I wouldn't let you be cheer lord? That was you, wasn't it? I'm not remembering wrong. I sometimes will. Names. Nouns. Yeah, it was you, wasn't it? I can tell by the way you're calling me a jerk. Yeah, I was telling that story a little while back. How every time you would cheer, I would cheer just one more. Just outbid you for cheer lord. I'm a cheeky shithead sometimes, aren't I? It's okay to be a jerk as long as you're a funny jerk. That's kind of the rule. I wonder what the requirements are for actually publishing a custom world to Minecraft on Bedrock. I know you have to like be some sort of registered business or developer or something, but I wonder what the requirements actually specifically are. So I think it'd be kind of fun to be able to put something up for the community. Just a world type that I've tinkered with or something, I don't know. But I think there must be a lot of hoops to jump through. Otherwise the marketplace would be a lot more crowded than it is by now. Because there aren't a lot of worlds up there. If you have to be funny jerk or generous... Yeah, generous jerk is the other loophole. Which trying to be cheer lord is, because, you know, the streamer only wins when people are fighting over who gets to be #1 cheerer. I wonder if there's anyone who actually... Are there any guys who accept saplings for a trade? Don't think there are. No. That's a pity. We've got plenty of saplings. Should be ready. Yep. Well, except for 1 or 2, but that's fine. I see you've been with the 100 bits. Watch it splash. The big ones make big splashes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Boosh! Nice. Thank you. Oh yeah, that makes you number 1 too, doesn't it? Making it relevant. Yeah, subs, throw a bit of that bit hyper mote around. That's why I made it. That should be a tradition around here. Anytime someone grabs the top spot, we should spam that emote like hell. That feels like a good use of it. There we are. Question: which is better for streamer, bits or tips? I mean, they're both cash in the pocket at the end of the day. With tips, the tips are usually larger amounts all at once, but you lose a little bit through transaction fees and stuff. With cheers, because of the way they purchase, I guess you guys technically pay the transaction fee because they don't directly translate for dollar to dollar and things like that. But they're both good. I mean, they both go into the same bank account, I guess. The main difference being that I can spend the tip money immediately if I chose, because that sort of goes straight into PayPal, whereas the cheer money gets paid out in the monthly payout with the subscriber payout as well. It all gets bundled into one payment all at once. So, you know, if I get a bunch of tips in the tip jar in a day, I can then spend that money that evening getting some Uber Eats or something delivered. While the tip stuff comes in at the end of the month. But you know, they both wind up being dollars in the pocket. So, right, what am I doing here? I'm looking at getting a whole shitload of iron, aren't I, to try and get enough diamonds for a sword. That's sort of the main quest line I'm concentrating on at the moment, I think. Would have been easier if I didn't lose a shitload of iron, but whatever.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer. I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
Speaking of the tip jar, Icy Noob coming in 1337, throwing in the leet tip. The tip of the leet, just the tip. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. The message reads attached to it. I'm sure tips are better, but cheers. Well, exactly. Tips are fun. And I think I mentioned this yesterday as well, or maybe the stream before that, but there have been months where the dollar value of total cheers that come in have equaled or sometimes exceeded on a couple of times the amount of money that came in through direct subscriptions. So they're the whole cheering thing is working better than I ever expected it to, as far as their ability to support the stream, I guess. Because when they were first introduced, I went, it's a cool idea. I mean, it works on those cam girl sites. Fine. But I never expected it to be, you know, I expected it to be sort of dollars and cents kind of stuff, but, you know, there's been a few times there where it's been, you know, a worthwhile value amount. Sorry, I'm just rethinking where I want to put my water here, because of the way the melons tend to grow. I guess if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we put one right at the end there as well. That would be a bad plan. That'll just spill over the edge. And I don't think I'll worry about trying to plant the stems in the absolute most efficient way possible. I think I'll just fill up the entire center column with stems, and sometimes they'll block, sometimes they won't. It should be fine. Right, let's go get some water buckets. Bum, 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 ba-da-ba-dum. Thought I had 3 buckets. I must have taken one with me somewhere along the line. I fell off the edge. That's fine. We can back and forth it. I thought you were doing a melon farm first. Was 4 stacks. Oh no, the yeah, that's for tilled ground. It's going to work slightly differently here. It's going to be fine. Everybody do the flop. The what now? Oh right, the suicide. I never really agreed to that, did I? Doing a suicide every time someone throws some money in the tip jar. I was told last time I could put my stuff away before I did it, so I'm going to do that. So, oh, I guess I broke down my little suicide. We had a little walk to plank thing. We should build another walk to plank thing. That's what we should do. We should have a proper spot. If we're going to make this a thing, we should have a proper spot for it. Well, I did it once, Izzy. I don't remember agreeing to make it a ongoing. I don't remember agreeing to make it an ongoing gimmick. I don't remember. I don't recall. As a politician would say. I have no specific memory of that meeting. Not a denial. It's just like, well, I don't remember that happening. Should probably put torches at the end here as well. If it's worth doing properly after all. Should we make a little sign for it and everything? Do I even have the materials for a sign? No, we'll have to make a sign later when I actually have some wood. For now, though, let's not keep you waiting. Lead! Happy? I mean, I don't really lose anything, but it is rather an inconvenience having to reset my inventory, do this whole carry-on thing, stop what I'm doing, which I guess is the entire point of it. To be a funny inconvenience. Right, what was I doing? Oh right, water in the melon farm. And we'll chop down some of those trees and we'll go make the sign after I fill this in. We'll call it the, what should we call it? The tip drop? The, what should we call it? We should give it a proper name. Something catchy. It's a pity I don't have resources to make a book. Because we could make a book, put it in a frame next to the suicide point thingy. And like every time someone tips, we could put their name in the book as a record. I suppose we could drop into creative real quick and grab a book. If it's just for the tip thing, but... I don't know. I've been trying to do this super pure survival. The Void Bank. That's nice. That's catchy. have to make a deposit in the Void Bank. That's not bad. I do like that. That's got some pizzazz to it, doesn't it? Make a deposit in the Void Bank. Alright, let's get some wood so I can make a sign for it at least. I have no idea how we'd even... Oh, I wonder... Is there... let me... Can I turn on... Where are we? Where's my toggle for coordinates? Can I not turn them on from here? Ah, there we are. I'm at 52. Yeah, so trying to build a squid farm for ink to get a pen to make a book and quill. It's a whole big thing. We could probably do it. We should probably try to do it, but we've got no reason for squids other than ink. But we're at the right level. If we get a pool big enough... Whoops. Where was that? Turn this back off again. Sounds like you're going to poop. Put a deposit in the void bank sounds like a euphemism for taking a dump, according to Nerdy. Also, hey Nerdy, how's your weekend going? Oh shit, should have got two. This one. Ooh, here we go. There's a whole bunch of shit up here. Wood-rich tree, this one. Dropping off logs everywhere. Now that's a euphemism for taking a poop. Bloody hell. Crazy branches. So I'm starting to notice, I think that bedrock trees despawn in sections. In Java, a tree won't despawn until all of the wood that made it up is gone. But that was starting to despawn up there before that log was gone, for instance, so maybe it's just how far away each leaf block is from a log that determines whether or not it's going to despawn.
Hi, I'm Mr. Booby Buyer.
Jeez.
I'll buy those boobies for 25 schmeckles.
I was in a little zen there. I was in a leaf punching zen, and that scared the shit out of me. Izzy, coming up with the $5. Hey, BluntNate, guess what it is time for? Is it time to make a deposit in the Bank of Void? Is that what it's time for? Let's make the sign first, though. Want to do something funny? My instinct just then was to reach across and grab the wireless keyboard that I used to type on signs in the Switch version. Not remembering, of course, my fingers are actually on a keyboard right now because we're playing the PC version on the Windows 10. Never mind. Oh, we need to make this in planks first, don't we? Wait, where's the sign? There it is. Should we put it at the end? So we have to walk through the sign, or put it here? We'll put it at the start. Okay, let's go down one. The Bank of Void, or the Void Bank sounds better. There we go. Huh. I think the text render's a bit better in Bedrock, doesn't it? It looks very, very readable compared to how it usually is in Java. I mean, the font seems the same, but maybe the wood is a bit lighter color or something. It just seems easier to read. Whatever. Izzy! Oh, I didn't jump? Oh, I tried to jump off the edge. I wound up on here. Clinging to life! I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. David Tennant. Whoop! God damn it. Hi. Welcome back. Did you miss me? Void Bank deposits only. Oh, Void Bank's deposits only. There you go. That's not bad. That and that and that, right? Leave those there. Alright, can I... No. I thought you could right-click on signs to change their text, but maybe that was in a mod. I thought I saw that somewhere, like, remember it from I don't know. Maybe it's the thing they're going to implement. Void bank. Deposits only. Minecraft Bedrock doesn't natively extra buttons blunty. This sucks. Yes, I know. I've been complaining about it for days now. It's ridiculous. It recognizes button 3, so the mouse button, the mouse wheel click, but doesn't recognize buttons 4 and 5, which are pretty fucking standard on mice these days for the most part, especially gaming mice. But it's infuriating. Alright, what happened to my torches? Oh, they're there. Hi, rain. Look how smoothly rain falls in Bedrock, by the way. I'm not sure whether you guys get the full effect on the stream, but it's so smooth. Is there any way to get my frame rate up here? If I can display my coordinates, surely there's a toggle for a frame rate. What did he change the sign to? I changed the sign to Void Bank Deposits Only. Nerdy suggestion, made me laugh. Right, what was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? I was preparing the melon farm. For which we're going to need more melon seeds. Shows in the top info. Oh, so it does. Yeah, so I am locked to 60. Thought so. Can I unlock it? Where's my settings for unlocking the frame? I want to see how far we go. In game, fancy leaves, beautiful blocks, UI profile. We can go to pocket for some reason. Who would want to do that? Is this... do they is there no option to unlock the frame rate? I thought there was. Whatever. But yeah, back to the point I was trying to make before we got distracted. The rain, I mean, anytime it rains in Java Edition, it kind of tanks the frame rate a little bit. But it's so smooth here. I mean, if I'm locked at 60 here, I am streaming at 60, so you should be able to see it reasonably well. Am I losing my voice again? Fantastic. But yeah, it definitely leaves an impression how smooth this game runs compared to Java. And I'm not saying I never see any slowdowns, because we have, but so much better than Java. I do miss my F3 screen clearly, because I've been looking for features that are normally live there, like my frame rate. But, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, so that gives us 5 seeds in total. That should be a pretty good start. We'll break down the first couple of generations of melons for more seeds. And we'll be G2G, son. Did not want that. Wanted this. Where did I put those melon seeds? Oh, did I die with the... Oh, that's what else I was missing from that death when we fell off the edge. I was carrying the melon seeds, wasn't I? That's a big deal. That was an expensive death, losing those melon seeds. Half a stack of carrots for a single melon seed. Come on, dude, bro. Oh wait, I do have to till the ground, don't I? Nope, not that one. That one. You know what, let's just dense them up. Zoop. Alright, we should get a chest as well. I do have one complaint to have about Minecraft for Windows 10. You pay for a realm. The render distance isn't as far as playing on a regular map. I don't know why. Yeah, that shouldn't be like that, should it? Because you're rendering the game locally. The server's not actually rendering your view distance. Maybe it's got something to do with how much data it has to spit down to what it needs to render, and I don't know. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense either. Yeah, I don't know why they would do that. There must be a good reason for it, though. What do they limit it to in a realm? How limited is it? Is there a number, or is it just obviously smaller than what you can run locally? What did I come back here for? I was going to make a chest, for which I need wood, for which I've used all my wood, apparently. Wait, what? Where did all that wood go? We made a sign, but that wouldn't have used up all the wood I had. What? Did I accidentally put it away in the tree farm? What's going on? Well, how am I out of wood already? Nope. What the? I made a fresh batch of... I don't know what's going on. Why am I confused and baffled? What day is it? How many fingers am I holding up? What did I do with all the wood that I made the sign out of? Am I going blind? Was it in the chest the whole time? Am I inventory blind again? I suffer from severe inventory blindness sometimes, in case you guys haven't noticed. Just perplexing levels of inventory blindness. Happens to us all, but happens to me more than anyone else I know. Constant inventory blindness. Stop. Seething. I really enjoyed the consequences of my only donation in the year. Wait, did I take the wood with me when I jumped off? Is that what happened? Did I sacrifice all my wood? Did I forget to take that out of my inventory after I placed down the sign? Is that what happened? God damn it. Someone check the replay. Right. It's weird my friend plays for a realm where we used to play on it, but the render distance is much worse. Maybe that's some sort of conceit for the mobile players. Something to do with RAM. Cool. Grow, my pretties, grow! Give that some more time. The chicken farm's doing alright. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's going alright. I think I was infantry blind. I think there was a stack there, wasn't there? Boom, 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 boom. Anthony asks, do you know if I buy SkyTrade on Windows 10, will it be available on Switch? Yes, yes it will. Everything from the marketplace on Windows 10, if you buy it there, whether it be worlds, skin packs, resource packs, whatever, that will all transfer across and be available to the Nintendo Switch edition, or actually not the Nintendo Switch edition, Bedrock on Nintendo Switch, Minecraft on Nintendo Switch, not the Switch edition. The only caveat to that is to access it, you must log into your Microsoft account, of course, because that's how they track that purchase. But yes, absolutely. That's one of the most awesome things about the whole business. And I think, I'm not sure how this would work actually. I don't know whether I can transfer this world to Realms because it is a, it's a purchased world. But can I transfer my save over to Realms and then transfer that to the Switch to play this exact same world on, if we want to keep continuing playing this SkyBlock style thing through there? I know you can do it with regular survival worlds. You can upload a survival world to a realm and then download it again to a local save file, and that way you can transfer, for example, my Switch world across to Windows 10 and vice versa and stuff, or at least once the Bedrock comes out for Switch and the world conversion utility becomes available, etc, etc, etc. But yeah, the short version of the answer is yes, which is why I felt encouraged to spend the money. If it wasn't, if the purchase was just locked to this machine, then I probably wouldn't have bothered. Oh, it's just $3, but some other purchases. Oh hey, that finally grew behind those guys. You know what, fuck it, I'm leaving that one there. It's one of those big trees and it looks kind of nice. You guys can enjoy your tree shade. Because it's a pain in the ass to chop down at this point. That took forever to grow back there. I wonder what was holding it back. That's hours and hours. Couldn't find a SkyBlock mod that wasn't heavily modded. Oh, for Java, you mean? I mean, the original SkyBlock should still be around. That was slightly modded because it had a gimmick in it where you could get lava somehow to make a cobblestone generator, etc, etc, etc. Oh, that's what we should do actually. I forgot about that. We need to go back to the nether, get a bucket full of lava, and make a cobblestone generator. That's one of the things we need to be doing. But I want my diamond sword first, so we can actually take care of ourselves if we need to. Because if I accidentally anger a pigman, I'm gonna want a diamond sword. Iron sword is not going to cut it for defensive measures if we have to smack our way through a pigman barrage. Probably going to die anyway, but point is, no point going in half prepared. I guess is there isn't to prevent disturbing the other servers hosted on the same hardware. Render distance is limited. Chunk loading quiets a load on the hardware. Huh. Do we find out what it's limited to, though? I mean, that does make sense from a technical standpoint, to ease the load on the server. The fewer chunks it's trying to cram through the memory pipeline at the same time, the better things are going to be. There goes my axe. Ow. Yeah, bow would be handy to kill ghast, but I haven't got any way to get string. I haven't even seen a spider spawn yet, but I'm thinking we're going to build a spawn box sort of out this way here, and see if we can do a basic mob grinder sort of situation. What did I come back for? Oh, I came back to make a new axe. I'm out of sticks. I'm out of sticks. I'm out of sticks. How am I possibly out of sticks? Shut up, cows. Actually, speaking of the cows, we should probably do another breed round right about now. Haven't done that in a little while. Who's hungry? Oh, Christ, I can't even reach you. Got everybody? Okay. Zerp. I think it's half the amount, but I'm not entirely sure. Well, I think the default is 12, so that'll make it about 6, which would put it on par with the mobile edition, I think. So yeah, that is significant. Actually, no, the default is 16, I think, because that's as low as it'll go. I believe. Yeah, 16 chunks is as low as you can set this, so it must be 8 on Realms, which is, yeah, that's not very much. That's less than what the Nintendo Switch does. That does about 10, I believe. The Bedrock version will do more, of course. The versions they've been showing off of the developer code on stream, the Nintendo Switch Bedrock version seems to do 14 chunks at a maximum, although there was talk of a version that they had running somewhere along the line that had 16 chunks, so it's not set in stone yet, but 14 is pretty good. I think 14 is the default of Java. Oh, actually, I think I don't know. Oh, that was one of the first things I do when I set it up, is change that load distance anyway. I think it's 10, max 32. Well, if it's 10, yeah, that puts it on par with the Nintendo Switch version, which is, I mean, you can cope with it. I certainly have been for about a year now. But yeah, not Not what you'd hope for, considering on a local Windows 10 install, like I can go up to 80 chunks and still nail 60 frames per second. Which is just fun to say. 80 chunks render distance. Whoever dreamed of such a thing back in the day? Not even with Optifine. I think Optifine caps out at 32 chunks. Max is 56 for PC. No, it's not. Check this out. Maybe it used to be. Where is it? It's in video, isn't it? Render distance. Bloop! 80 chunks. I've got it set at 16 for this world because, well, obviously there's nothing out there to render, so might as well not try. Damn it. Come on, where is the secret log holding you together? Because you connected yourself to this tree? Is that why you won't go away? There it is. Really? Well, let me... Yeah, I mean, that might be my system because I've got like 32 gigs of memory and a Threadripper system, so maybe it adjusts dynamically based on your system specs or something, but it might have just been in a recent update. And, you know, whatever you're looking at online might be referencing an older version or something. Or your personal experience is from an older version last time you checked it. But yeah, 80 chunks, son. 80 chunks! 56 is still pretty freaking good, though, isn't it? I just looked up max render distance on my Windows 10. My max is 56. Are you running the beta, though? Because I am. There might be that. Maybe it's because I'm running the beta. That could be a differentiator. Still, though, what a world you have to live in when you're upset that your maximum is 56 chunks render distance. You're like, oh, what? Only 56? Ripped off. What a world. What a time to be alive. Noob says, suggest install Bedrock on my PC. Render range is 5 to 30 chunks. So maybe it is dynamic based on your memory or something. How much memory do you have, Palmero? I see noob. I got 32 in this rig back here. 32 gigs of big fat Corsair RGB Vengeance RAM. And I run 56 is still great, 32 kind of sucks for a realm though. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how many people you got and if you're all building close together and things like that. If you're building a sort of a city or a village that's all close together, a nice big render distance makes it look more impressive, so yeah. Do you really need the cobblestone generator with all the wood you have? Well, I mean, a cobblestone generator is much more efficient at getting me cobblestone than doing this. I mean, this is gonna... I get plenty of cobblestone by doing this, no doubt. But a cobblestone generator generates it for free directly. I just have to sit there and hold down the button, so I could do it almost AFK. And just be cobblestone, 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 cobblestone. Well, there's a thought actually. It is one at a time versus a whole shitload of cobblestone at once, so maybe not. I think I still want to build one. I haven't built one in ages. I haven't built a cobblestone generator since like my second PC world, I think. Had a tricky little redstone gizmo built up for that thing. That was kind of fun. Took me ages to figure out. But it was one of the first redstone things I designed myself, and I was kind of proud of it. GTX 760 with 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs. Yeah, it might be the RAM thing. Either video RAM or system RAM or both. Because yeah, I got 32 gigs and that's a GTX 1080, which has got 8 gigs of GDR5 on it. So, sucks to be you, plebs. Just call me 80 Chunk Blunty. I wonder what the maximum is. I mean, how far above... I mean, ooh. I might have a spare 32 set around here somewhere. I could double that to 64 on that machine and see how far it pushes it. Thinking again, do it. You're Blunty, you're bound to derp it up and set yourself on... Fuck you, Easy. I mean, you're not wrong, but fuck you. But yeah, just having Cobble on demand is kind of fun and cool, though. Right, did I burn... Yeah, I did burn all my coal making those torches and stuff, so... Alright, I think I said this before, but I forgot. But next batch of trees, we will make some charcoal. Because that coal right there is not going to last much longer. 980 Ti and RAM is 8. So 980 Ti had, I want to say 4 gigs of GDR5, right? Or was that 8 as well? But yeah, 8 gigs of system, maybe it's system RAM. That's the limiting factor. Because system RAM is where the chunks would be held. Like graphics, your actual GPU RAM has nothing to do with the chunks loading themselves, only the textures and shit like that. So I reckon it might be linked to system RAM, the maximum chunkability. Yeah, I mean, it would be worth sort of poking around on YouTube. I'd probably take a look to see if someone else has done it first, because... Well, actually, maybe not, because most of the major Minecrafters, as far as YouTubers go, they're all Java people. Because they're all old school. I don't know, off the top of my head, I couldn't name a single big Minecrafter YouTuber guy, or girl, that has switched to Bedrock yet. Maybe I could be the Bedrock guy. That could be my niche for a little while until everybody jumps ship from Java. Because there are console guys. There were console guys. I'm not sure how many there are these days, but there were. A while ago, there were some Minecrafters who specialized in the console stuff, and they were popular because they would build all the clever redstone stuff that the Java guys came up with. They would rebuild it in the Xbox 360 version and go like, yep, well this works, and nope, this doesn't work. So maybe I could be that guy for Bedrock. 6 gig for the 980 Ti. Should have known that. I used to have one. No, wait, no, I never had a 980 Ti. I had a Nope, wait, nope. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I don't know. I've had so many video cards pass through my hands over the past 3 years. It's tough to keep track of what I had in what machine. Poor Blunty. Too many graphics cards to keep track of. But no, I did have the 980 Ti. The 980 Ti is currently in Ali's machine, actually. That's the one I whacked in her machine. Or was it 980 or 970? No, I think it was the 970 that I had. No, yeah, no, I never had the 980 Ti. I had the 970, and that's the one that I put in Ali's machine. But I never did actually have the 980 Ti on hand. Or any of the TIs for that matter. I don't even have a 1080 Ti. I'm not big enough. I'm not big enough for that level. My subscriber base / viewership / however the brands measure my worth stops at the 1080 apparently. 1080 Ti was always too much to ask. And I did ask repeatedly. MSI, sponsors and all. Never did manage to get a TI off them. Not that I'm complaining that much. I'm pretty freaking fortunate as it is. I guess both me and Ali have nice friends. You must do. Oh yeah, the TI, not only TI is still a beast of a thing. You'll monster anything at 1080 easily. Easily. But yeah, the 970 that Ali's got in her machine is... She may have to turn down a couple of things at 1080 Ti, but probably not much for most games. Certainly not the game she tends to play, anyway. That thing will be absolutely beastie for her. Which is why I jammed it in there. So to speak. Excuse me, what? Alright, let's, oh, bloody hell. I was going to burn those logs, but I turned it all into bloody oak wood planks, didn't I? You can't burn oak wood planks, can you? Can you? No, you can't. You need the logs to turn into charcoal. My brain was on auto there. I'd done that loop so many times. Chop down trees, turn it into planks, do the thing. Bad habit. Bad habit. Okay, next lot of trees we do, we'll turn it into charcoal. Fuck. I think you did all of us viewers a gift as well by handing. Yeah, I mean that's why I built it for her, because like I was the person who encouraged her to stream in the first place. I mean, I'm sure I wasn't alone, but I was the one that really pushed for her to start streaming and talked her into it in the end. We had a long conversation about it. And I was like, yeah, of course you'll be a success. People are really going to respond to your personality, etc, etc, etc. What am I doing? I don't need coal. I wanted iron. God damn it. That was wasteful. Oh well. We are short on fuel anyway. Yeah, but I talked Ali into streaming in the first place. That's charcoal, that's coal. Okay. But yeah, she was being held back by that laptop she was streaming from. It was causing her so many issues. As far as background noise from the fans, overheating, problems with not enough power to encode the stream properly. With the rig I've set up for her, she can use a lower encoding setting and get a much better looking stream for the same kind of limited bandwidth she's still dealing with at the moment. All that kind of stuff, so... At least it wasn't 6 chest beam. At least I didn't burn away all the iron. Yeah. Could have been worse! Could have been dumber. Hey Fish, how you doing? Go figure, my friend who gave me his 1080 was the same friend who convinced me to stream. Snap. Do 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 do. Sick as, oh, you're sick? Sorry to hear that. Change of seasons get you? Usually gets me. I'm expecting to get sick soon. In fact, I'll probably get sick in the next week or so because I'm about to take a trip to Bangkok. And of course being trapped on a plane for 20 hours. Oh, actually 21 in total I think, because it's 11 hours on the way back. Because the Earth turns. Yeah, so that's enough to usually get you sick. Breathing that recycled air. Plus whatever I pick up in Bangkok from shaking hands of... I'm not allowed to tell you who I'm shaking hands with yet, but shaking hands with people from one of the big companies. The company that's actually sending me to Bangkok to cover their product launch. I'll be meeting people and shaking hands and meeting some fellow tech tubers and things like that. So that's always... it's always asking for some sort of infection. I've been trying to make the fist bumper thing in corporate culture, but every time I try and fist bump someone in a suit, they look at me weird. Who the fuck do you think you are? Shake my hand, you pleb. So yeah, I hope you have a rapid recovery, fish, and I hope whatever I catch going to and from Bangkok is similarly short-lived. It's an AMD launches fish. Even if it was, I couldn't tell you. What makes you say so, though? I'm curious. One of those companies where people have little germs on their hands? Yeah. I hate shaking hands. Because I always forget to take my friggin' hand sanitizer. It's always like I leave it in the hotel room. It's in my toiletries bag. Like I never travel without it, but I always forget it. I always forget to put it in my my day bag. Because I don't have it in my day bag as I'm going through customs because it's a liquid and they go, oh, what's this then? Hey, whoa. It's less than 100 mils, don't freak out. And then you always have to have that conversation and ugh. So, but yeah, I always forget to take it out of my suitcase and put it in my day bag once I get to the destination. Then I never have it in time. It's a whole big thing. Oops. Yeah, it's not just liquid, it's flammable, it's, yeah. Alright, so what did I say I needed? I did the math. I needed, like, how many stacks again? 4 stacks. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there on the iron. It's sufficient to get 2 diamonds to make a diamond sword. Carrots aren't quite ready yet. Wheat is. Almost. Close enough. I always get pat downs, so may as well carry liquids. I don't get the pat down very often. I've had it like twice. Usually going to and from America though. But I do get the bag swiped. The swab thing. They test for chemical residues and E-word. E-word and B-word. I'm not even going to say it on stream. Just in case there's a CIA bot listening for keywords. He said flight, and then he said the B-word, and then he said the E-word within 3 minutes of each other. We have to put him on the no Zoom list. Can't be too paranoid today. Just ask anyone who has a Facebook account. Been telling you fuckers for years about Facebook. Oh, you're just paranoid. What can it matter? Really? Really? What can it matter? Really? Well, how about affecting the election for the leader of the free world? Is that an effect strong enough for you to start considering that maybe putting every piece of personal information you ever had in the hands of a corporate entity like Facebook is a bad idea? You fuckers. Roll your eyes at me ever again. Sons of bitches. You're just being paranoid. Eat shit. It feels so good to finally be properly vindicated on that Facebook shit. I've been saying for years and years and years. Years and years and years and years and years. Get rid of your fucking Facebook accounts. You will regret it. And finally, it's mainstream. Finally, something so obnoxious has happened with Facebook that people are going, oh, well, I mean, privacy violations have happened constantly on Facebook for years and years and years, but none of them have ever been big enough to catch mainstream drama. But now, finally, we're there. Fucking vindication. Last time I travelled, I had to per pack. What's per pack? My entire current due to my camera. Per pack. Repack? You trying to say repack or check your luggage? I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what per pack means. Sounds like a good brand for some luggage, though. Next time you travel with per pack. The world's most moist luggage. Boom. It's almost a full stack right there. I've never trusted it, but I have a blank account that has no personal info. Doesn't matter. If you have a blank account, that means their cookies are still tracking you. Everywhere you go on the web, their cookies are tracking you. If you have an account at all, they know how to link that to you. You are being tracked. Even if you think you've got a blank account, you are being tracked. I have Facebook blocked across my browsers using plugins to just full-on block any URL that has anything to do with Facebook. So an Instagram picture won't come up if I click on a link that contains say a blog post that has Facebook-based comments. They don't show up. For anything linked directly from Facebook, like a post or a quote or anything, that doesn't show up. I've got it blocked at a browser level. Nothing from Facebook gets through. And I've had it set up that way for years. Because they're cookies, and the way they track you across the web, whether you opt in or not, whether you're logged in or not, is just so incredibly obnoxious and deep, and people just don't realize it. They have no fucking idea that they're being tracked, even if they aren't logged into Facebook, even if they've never had a Facebook account. Facebook still uses cookies to track what you're doing. Where you go, what websites you're on, how long you spend there, where you click to next, did you leave a comment, how long did you read an article for, did you click through to another article. All of this data they're tracking, and they're linking it directly to you, because they have ways of narrowing it down. You cannot be too paranoid. I'm telling you, and I've been telling you for years. Maybe you'll finally listen to me, people of planet Earth. Maybe it's time. It's sociopathic, the amount of fucking shit they do. Sneaky crap. Google and Amazon are doing the exact same. No, they're not doing the exact same thing. They're doing similar things. But both those companies have much better track records when it comes to actually protecting your privacy. And their privacy disclosure stuff is much easier to read. Facebook's is deliberately obscure. And I have far more reason to, well, not specifically trust, but not immediately automatically distrust Google and Amazon, because they don't have a fucking decade-long history of fucking people over when it comes to privacy, like Facebook do. It's not the fact that they're collecting the data, it's what they do with the data. And I trust Amazon and Google far more with that than I do Facebook. Yeah, and it's coming out as people are sort of downloading the information that Facebook have on them, because you can do that. You pull them down in a zip file, and they're going through it, and people are being surprised. And I could have told them this years ago, but they're somehow surprised. Oh, Facebook is tracking my call history and my texts, and it knows who I spoke to and when. It's tracking their phone numbers and their locations and all this kind of stuff. And people are like, oh my god, Facebook do that? Yes, they do! This is a thing we've known about for years, and people like me keep telling other people about it. But it's finally getting out there in the mainstream feed that this is the kind of creepy, sleazy bullshit that Facebook do. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to stop ranting on it now, because I can just go on and on and on and on for this, because I just feel kind of good that finally some fucking vindication. Finally people are going to stop calling me paranoid, because there's fucking proof. Widespread, mainstream reported proof of the shit they're doing. What can we talk about next? Speak of a lighter subject. I'm tired of being angry about Facebook. Can finally stop fighting that fight so aggressively. Yeah, astounding is the wrong word. Terrifying is the word you're looking for, Ray. Terrifying is the word, not astounding. You should be fucking terrified of how much Facebook knows about you. Nerdy's a professional creep. Yeah. Well, I'm not clear on what sort of data you crunch, but hopefully you're on the good side of the fence, the responsible side of the fence. Jeez, that was weird. Had moves in stereo there. Alright, what do we got there? We got a bit of stack there by the time we're done. Whoops. And so yeah, at least there's about one stack to go. Ruby. How boring of Sea of Thieves. This is another one I predicted. It's not a very deep gameplay loop, is it? And people are starting to discover it. It sounds amazing when you describe it to somebody. And then when you see like 15 minutes of gameplay, you're like, ooh. But then you get the game, and you suddenly realize that that 15 minutes of gameplay is the game. That is all you do, over and over and over again. I mean, we're playing SkyBlock Minecraft here, so we are stuck in a gameplay loop of similar depth. But Minecraft was never supposed to be anything but that. Sea of Thieves was presented as something a little bit different. But yeah, I mean, I think Sea of Thieves is going to go the Destiny route. It seems super exciting, and then people start playing it en masse, and then en masse they realize that it's really very, very paper thin. It's presented in a fantastic way. The mechanics are fantastically fun. It's got a cute presentation, but there's not a lot of actual game going on. I'm trying to get into our ethical hacking team. Ooh, you're gonna be a white hat, are you, nerdy? You. Nerdy the white hat. There's a comic book hero. I only have one thing to say about Sea of Thieves. Buy the controller. Yeah, the controller looks fantastic. Hands up in the chat if you've seen the Sea of Thieves controller IRL. Had eyes on with it. I very nearly bought one. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't like the graphics on it. I love the purple shell. The semi-translucent purple is so good looking. the gold tooth on the trigger is just a beautiful little detail. But yeah, it's just the graphics and the logo printed on it and everything. It makes it look a little bit juvenile for my tastes. I mean, I am immature and juvenile, but when it comes to controllers, I prefer a plainer controller. Like the Xbox controller I went with when it was time to, you know, replace the controller I had for my PC, because I wanted to go wireless. The controller I had was fantastic, beautiful, but I got sick of the wire. Same thing with the headphones. I'm getting sick of the wire of those, but the one I went with, if we get some focus please, is that one there. And the camera doesn't quite do it justice. It's just a really pretty combination of colours. I've got the battery door is black because I've got the Nyko charge dock, but the battery door that comes with it is proper grey and everything, so it matches. But I needed the Nyko charge dock so I can just pop it down and charge it. But you know, hardly ever see that when you're holding the damn thing anyway. But yeah, it's just a pretty controller. Alrighty. So I'm going to wait for those trees to grow. And oh, coming along. That's got some time to go. That's almost ready for harvest. A couple of juvenile plants there. Alright, so I'm going to go stand over here in the corner. And I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll do some more tree harvesting. We're nearly there. We're nearly at our first diamonds. Won't take us long from here. We should slaughter those cows, actually. They're getting a bit thick. The herd is a bit thick. Be right back.